Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. And welcome to a brand new week. We are knee-deep in Monday morning. I hope you are excited about the week ahead. The themes for our meditations this week are inspired by 4 teachers this whole week. These 4 teachers are the boy, the mole, the fox, and the horse. The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse is a 2019 illustrated book by Charlie Mackesy, which follows the developing friendship between these 4 characters. The boy is lost in the wilderness where he meets the friendly mole who offers to help him find his way, searching for a home that he's never had before. While exploring the wilderness, they encounter a river and decide to follow it until they find a village. Somebody, good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome to a brand new week. Hello, Danae. Happy Monday morning to you. Welcome to the start of a great new week. On their journey, a horse and a fox become a part of the story too. Talking about the book, he says, "This book is for everyone, whether you are 8 or 80, says the author and illustrator Charlie Mackesy, who was attempting to make sense of his own feelings when he drew a picture of a boy talking to a horse and posted it to his Instagram account. Eventually, Charlie had an entire book of words and pictures, an uncomplicated tale that he hoped would offer a pathway to healing for any troubled soul that discovered it. The 4 creatures in the story, a lonely boy, a greedy mole, a wary fox, and a gentle horse, they were all elements of Charlie's own makeup and mirrors part of all of our personalities. As the boy and the mole meet for the first time, the initial fear that they must overcome is the landscape itself. As Charlie himself states, "I think the wild is a bit like life, frightening sometimes, but beautiful." As we all embark on the journey of a new week, which perhaps is also frightening, but beautiful, we take some inspiration from this story. The first quote from the book, The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse, is, "Most of the old moles I know wish they had listened less to their fears and more to their dreams," said the mole. "Imagine how we would be if we were less afraid," said the boy. There is a new week ahead of you, and you can decide whether you'll be creating from a place of fear or from a place of freedom. What is it that will motivate your actions this week? How will you choose which actions to take? Charlene, a very good morning. Happy Monday. It's great seeing you. Hello. Because we are human, all too often our goals and the actions we take are hijacked by what scares us. We create in order to survive because if we don't create, there'll be consequences. I have to go to work. I have to put a roof over our heads. I have to put food on the table. All of these are valid reasons for creating, of course, and it's a reality that we all have to deal with. But the problem with creating from fear is that you never have a way to outrun it. You will never create so much that the fear disappears. Even if you do reach the goal that you set, it will quickly be replaced by a new concern, a new worry, a new have to. Creating from fear keeps you playing small and ensures that the best you can ever do is only just escape punishment. Creating from a place of freedom shifts your focus from problems to possibilities. Freedom suggests that instead of just trying to avoid bad consequences, why don't you create at your highest potential? But the very human truth is that sometimes the fear is overwhelming and we struggle to see anything beyond the storm that we are currently facing. If this is the experience you're having, please don't be disappointed in yourself for being scared. but trust that storms always end up passing and that you always find your way back to more clarity. 2 more thoughts from our book this week, The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse. The first thought is, "I can't see a way through," said the boy. "Can you see the next step?" asked the horse. "Yes." "Then just take that step," said the horse. The last thought is, just take this step. The horizon will look after itself. Hey Michelle, happy Monday. It's so good to see you. Welcome to the start of a new week. Forgive yourself for the moments when you are scared. And in those moments, don't try to see too far ahead. Just take the next small step. We all have unrealized potential, and you will find yours when you get beyond fear and start believing that this is true. If you're ready, you can close your eyes and we'll float away on today's journey together, starting with the first few big breaths. Let's take a deep breath in and out. A deep breath in and out. A deep inhale and let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in and let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine. Lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. With every breath out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and even drop your head. Continue your full body breathing. Try to feel every cell in your body rise as you inhale. And try and feel deeply into every cell of your body fall as you exhale. starting out the new week, I'd love to remind you of exactly what it is that you're busy doing right now. Every time you sit yourself down for a few big breaths or a full meditation, every moment you're sitting yourself down, you are becoming the teacher to this body. We start out our lives having a lot of teachers around us. Many voices pointing out what we should be doing, shouldn't be doing. Many voices speaking their opinion of us at us. We can't help but make a recording of all of this information around us. Our brain just does that on autopilot, makes sense, makes meaning of the words said to us, the facial expressions, the body language. We are still surrounded by teachers. But for all of us, there comes a point where we have to take the role, the responsibility for the role as the primary teacher in our lives. Well, we have to understand that the teachers around us, while some of them might be really gifted at teaching, for the most part, all of them are just reacting to the world from their own wounds. And what they've taught us really has a lot more to do with their journey than ours. So in truth, we have to all get to a place where we take the responsibility to be the teacher, so that our learning becomes about our journey and the next step that we have to take. Right now, in this very moment, you are being the teacher. You are taking the responsibility to sit this body down and say, here is how I want us to do this. These big breaths you're taking right now, this is going to be a big part of what we do going forward. Every time we're uncertain, we're going to stop and breathe. Every time we're feeling overwhelmed, we're going to stop, put everything down, and first take a few big breaths. And just so we get better at this, we're not going to wait until we feel out of sorts before we take a few big breaths. We're going to start our day with this. And we're going to have multiple moments in our day to remind ourselves to stop, take a few big breaths, bring softness to this system before we decide what the next step will be. Well done on being a beautiful teacher to your body. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping these bodies stretch, adjust, and settle down into as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward and roll out your neck muscles forward and to the left, forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. Lean your upper body over to the left. Lean your upper body over to the right. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence, or at least becoming as present as we possibly can be right now, we can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is always a good place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, we'll take the next few big breaths together. Take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body. Feel how softness slips into your body and settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. And feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in. And hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up that balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath, but hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, remember you are standing at the start of a new week. So see yourself standing on the edge, like your toes sticking over the edge of the pool, and you are ready to dive in. Take your next big breath. Being at the start of a new week, we're taking the opportunity to be intentional about stepping into this week. We're taking the opportunity to remind ourselves that if we walk into this week on autopilot, we are likely to be controlled by whatever old programs, whatever old patterns the past has created in us. Acting and reacting to the world in the same old ways we have before. This is our reminder to try and take every step this week in awareness, being conscious about where we want to place our foot next. So let's start by reminding ourselves of what is known about the week ahead. What is already in your calendar? As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, create some clarity in your mind. Walk yourself through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and remind yourself of some of the things you need to get done this week, some of the places you need to go this week, some of the people you need to see this week. Take your next big breath. What is it that you are creating this week? What is it that you are pouring your energy into this week? We have many, or quite a few Monday morning messages that speak about whatever you water will grow. What is it that you are watering this week? Whatever captures our attention gets our energy. And it's very easy for our attention to go to a million things that we have no real investment in. Things we don't really want to see growing. Can we be intentional this week about what gets our energy? Can you make a decision right now about what is the main thing that will get your energy this week? What are you watering this week? Take your next big breath. Take a moment to transport yourself to the end of this week, standing in the next weekend and looking back over a week. When you get to the end of this week, what are the things you'd like to see yourself having done this week? If you have a checklist perhaps, what would the checklist look like? What are things for which you'd like to say, I got this done, I got that done? Create a clear picture as a reminder this week. What are things for which you'd like to say, I got started on this one, I made progress on that one? Take a moment to have an imaginary checklist for the end of this week. Take your next big breath. Today's message highlights that as we create, we can be inspired from one of two places. How we create can be inspired by what we're scared of, or how we create can be inspired by what we really are, creative beings with unlimited potential. Where has your creating been lately? Have you been creating from a place of fear? It's hard not to do because there are real-world consequences. But try and understand and even see this image in your mind. When you're creating from fear, when your main motivator for creating is survival, having a roof over your head, food on the table, then the best we can hope to do is only just outrun fears. As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, just reflect on this for a moment. Where might you be creating out of fear? Running and creating while looking over your shoulder. Take your next big breath. Being inspired to create from a sense of freedom is a recognition of what and who you really are. It's a recognition that you have unrealized potential still. It recognizes that there are ways in which you can create that you have not discovered yet. Take a moment to reflect on this thought. There are ways in which you can create that you've not discovered yet. Take your next big breath. We can create while looking over our shoulder, or we can create by having our gaze firmly fixed on possibility, on opportunity, on giving expression to the talent that this soul came into this world with. This week, can you try and set a very clear intention to be less inspired by fear, and every time you catch that fear, turn your sights towards your potential. Remind yourself of what is possible and create as a way of honoring the being that you are. As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, take a moment to try and see the being that you are and the creative potential that this being has come into this world with. Take your next big breath. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath holding space and into the next. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a long, slow exhale. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back or even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. I'll read to you one more time these few quotes from The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. Most of the old moles I know wish they had listened less to their fears and more to their dreams, said the mole. Imagine how it would be if we were less afraid, said the boy. I can't see a way through, said the boy. Can you see your next step? Asked the horse. Yes, said the boy. Then just take that step, said the horse. Just take this step. The horizon will look after itself. Forgive yourself for the moments when you are scared. It's very human, and we all fall into the trap sometimes of creating from a place of fear. And in those moments, don't try to see too far ahead. Because it's when we're looking up, hoping to see the horizon and we can't, that fear overwhelms us. The horse reminds us the horizon will look after itself. Just take the next small step. You have so much unrealized potential. And fear often causes us to take no step at all. You will find that potential. You will realize that potential if you start believing in it. Start believing that it's true. And become more aware of this next step I'm taking. Am I stepping where fear tells me to step? Or am I stepping towards my potential? We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the privilege of taking a step into a brand new week. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for being reminded how easily we take all of our steps in fear. It's not that it's such a bad thing or such a wrong thing to do. It's such a human thing to do. But understand that creating in fear can only ever help you outrun what you're scared of. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the reminder that the soul came into this world with potential, with opportunity, with possibility. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the reminder to set my sights on opportunity, on possibility. And remember that fear is the thing that makes me blind to these. I will evaluate every step I take this week, and I will do my best to not take any step in fear, but to make even the smallest step a step in the direction of my potential. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for diving into this week along with us. Hey, Popea, good evening to you. It's awesome seeing you. Hello. Welcome to a new week. Thank you, Michelle. Linda, good morning. Welcome to Monday. Awesome seeing you. Thank you, Charlene. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Danae. Thank you, Sunmarie. Lots of love to you all. Have a beautiful day. Wishing you the best week. Ciao, ciao.